Hi! Hi! Hello! Hello! Sorry I was late. I was too busy singing Karma by JoJo Siwa. Don't judge me. I'm obsessed with the song, not JoJo Siwa. Anyways, my name is Amelia Ivory, and I'm part of VNU's 5th generation, the AAA Club. How are you guys? Are you guys having a good day today? Are you guys having a good day today? It's Thursday. I remember that. Between the hard studying and cramming as I, the study captain, does, I do enjoy listening to Karma by JoJo Siwa. All right. You know what? I told you she was late. Actually, maybe you're late. You're 2 minutes late. Listen here. I can see your comments. Yes, I was. You're right. We are back with the lovely Stanley Parable. That's right. We just barely scratched the surface of this game, and I am very, very excited to actually continue this. Never mind. Hang on. Before we get wait. Wait. Who's is this the narrator? Hi. If this is the narrator talking, hi, I'm so in love with you. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. Oh, thanks. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. Okay. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I really appreciate that. No problem. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Well, yeah, I didn't want to set it to like an incorrect time. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Okay. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock as your favorite time. My favorite time? Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, let's get back to your video game now. Wow, okay. He's so sweet. Wow. The Stanley Parable. Oh, how I miss this game. Now, we did a lot of weird endings. Ones that I can't remember.
This is the story of
a man named Stanley. Stanley works at an office and does a whole bunch of stuff, but then he realizes that someone isn't giving him any work to do, so he goes out to find it. Now, what do we need?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See? None of the doors open. I can't remember which ones I need to do. Maybe it'll refresh my memory. Nope, that won't work. I see there's like a whole another like hallway out there. Yep. Hold on. New content. Is this the same content that we... Alright. New.
Good. You noticed my sign.
It's
yes,
hard to
I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to get on this ride. I don't want to get on this ride. Oh, wait, no, that's our elevator right there. Oh, perfect. You know, last time we were in this elevator, I don't think it was very nice. Not a lot of...
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be.
Yeah,
the
it
original
is.
Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget
we're
this
moving really
ultra-deluxe
fast.
nonsense.
Holy shit, how
I
many
say we
floors are we
take
going?
it
Oh.
one step even further.
Hello?
Which is why I'm
What?
very proud to announce for
What?
the first time ever
Where
the
am I?
Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Wow. This
Yes,
is
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why there are so many possibilities? It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I see. So not a Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, Stanley Parable 2. Very
Calling
nice.
it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Yeah, it is
Ultra
super
Deluxe.
catchy.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I see. More the Stanley Parable, better Stanley Parable. Win-win. 2. No first, second, and third. Only 1 and 2. The color raid. Leverage holistic value. Brick and mortar approach. Very nice. Looks like you guys have put a lot of work into this, Mr. Narrator. I must say. Oh, thank you.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Okay.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical.
Ooh,
Really.
show floor. Ooh, okay, so this looks really professional. Ooh, man, you gotta get those investors. Hot diggity dog. You know what? I'll see it like I'm an investor. Okay, you know what? Ooh, this is. Oh, and he's locked me in, Mr. Narrator. I love you.
Here
Anyways,
we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay, look at the merch. I saw the new content. Oh, I want one of these shirts. That shirt is the new best feature. Oh, I want one of these shirts. It looks like a bowling shirt. Oh, what is that? Oh, that is concerning. Okay, I guess I'll start with the reassurance bucket, alright? Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
There's no
Well,
bucket.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Okay.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
There's no bucket,
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's
There it is.
true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Really?
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
I do
And to be
have
honest,
that.
it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
That'd be
Yes,
such a pain in the
The bucket
ass.
is the perfect solution.
Yes.
Come on, give it a try.
So it'll give me reassurance.
Can you feel it? The glow
Shame-
of comfort,
shame.
even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in
is.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Really?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go
wrong
on and
button.
on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
He thinks I'm attractive. Ah! You think I'm cute? You think I'm cute? Hello,
Does
bucket.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Maybe?
That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Oh, I see. He called me pretty. Enjoy the new features. Please, no screenshots. Oh, it's got different carving, and red is the new orange, and The new updated ray traced more of the same, but in a good way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm gonna take all of these screenshots. The baby is now all grown up. Is there a button? Do they know I'm recording? The button that makes the name of the player that is playing. Wait, so it's a button that'll say my name?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
I do.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Okay.
Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
That
Sorry,
doesn't say
I should
me.
have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay,
really
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
You know, I'm glad
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Shush.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Shush.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button.
Oh, I
Otherwise,
see.
it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Okay, we're doing it again. And this time, let me finish first.
Okay.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a... All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
I'm sorry. Jim.
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says, but no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No. No. Bring it back. Bring it back. Jim. Fuck. Damn it. At least I had my reassurance bucket, or else I would have gone insane. I would have gone fucking mental without that Jim button. Thanks, reassurance bucket. Ah, we're back.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
It's me, Jim Ivory. What's over here? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
It
Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, very nice, very nice. There's infinite hole. Oh, that's fun. New collectibles. Look at this place. This place is nice. Settings world champion. I won't go up here. Why can't... Alright, can't get in there. This is bullshit. Isn't that right, Mr. Bucket? Infinite hole and free achievement. Alright, let's get a free achievement. I'm coming for you next. Uh-huh. Free achievement. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps, it just works. Okay. You know, I'm...
Now, here's something special.
This
You
looks
remember that broken test
extremely
achievement that got
suspicious.
left in the game on accident?
Yes,
well,
I do.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Oh.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at
This
last
is
satisfy the
bullshit.
hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Gamers, I hear you. And I'm here to make your life better. Why? Don't ask why, but I'm here to make your life better. That's in a suspicious, like, back alley. Alright, infinite
What else?
hole.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The infinite hole. What is this? What is... Oh, it's
Okay,
another...
I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration. Like balloons. But I'm undecided on
That
Get
means-
Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh wow, they're both such great options. And get well someday. Happy 12th birthday, Stepnies.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Aww.
Get well someday it is.
No, what about happy 12th birthday, Stepnies? I want those balloons. Oh wow, they're everywhere in the photos. Wow.
Well, actually, maybe I should have gone with... No.
Yeah.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Damn it. Get well someday. Not tomorrow, not soon, someday. Okay, we're going on this way. Look at these couches. This is like a big convention center. Time and depth. My brain's gonna explode. Opening, rim, surrounding area, depth, infinite, because it's an infinite hole. Okay, infinite hole charge. That's a lot of science. Educational use only. It just keeps going. Oh my.
Stanley,
Oh,
here's an
wow.
idea that I'm truly fond of. It's
Oh,
never
really?
been done before in a video game. This is,
Okay.
in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Forever.
right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap
Oh.
forward for video games as a medium.
Okay. So do I... Boop! Uh-oh.
You see? Isn't
Wow.
it wonderful? One of my more ingenious
Wow.
concoctions, if I do say so.
Whee!
Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
my
you can
legs
press
gonna
the
break?
teleport button
Are my
to
legs
pop
gonna
back
break?
up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press G to... What if I just...
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer,
What if I
but I
just-
do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
What if I
Maybe do
just...
it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? Why do you want us to go back up to the top so badly? I want to fall forever in the infinite hole. Whee!
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's
What?
possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Really?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an
Ah.
extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
Is it?
That sort of depends on your definition
Oh,
of
the hole's getting
infinity.
smaller.
From one perspective,
gonna
the
end up?
infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
I
You
did.
found me out, Stanley.
I
I'm a
did.
liar and a cheat, and you're so
That's
clever.
the first button in
Look,
Roman
I
numeral
think the
two.
issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated
Just
by
the
falling.
two of us.
What normal person
can make
actually
it
wants
if
to
we
fall
try.
infinitely?
Just the two
I
of
figured
us.
the hole was as deep as
Just the
anyone would
two of
actually
us.
need. Don't you put this
Just
on
the
me.
two of
Maybe
us.
you're the problem.
Building castles in the sky. Just
Look,
the two
things
of
got a
us.
little heated there.
You
I think
and
we
I.
both said some things we didn't mean.
I didn't
Why
say
don't
anything.
we just
That was
put all
all
this
you.
behind
This
us
is
and
somebody
agree to just call the whole
for you.
mostly infinite? If that works for
Fun
you,
for
then go
you.
ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
lot of
I'll just be
cigarettes.
up here when you're ready.
Okay.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
It's calling me. What if I just... Whee!
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
Hey, that's
The
not
problem is
very
that
nice.
you like holes too much.
I do.
Normal.
I'm
normal
very normal.
person would
Look
have
at
said,
this
"Yep,
face.
that's an infinite hole."
Do you think
right
I would have
there.
become
Goes
a
on forever till
VTuber
the
if
end of
I
time.
wasn't
Don't
normal?
need to see it all, but not you. Oh,
Obviously.
no. You have a weird sort of...
Wait a...
Oh.
Yeah.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't
Yeah.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
No,
I mean,
it-
admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole.
No, but it was
I didn't
shorter
think
this
it was
time.
that not infinite.
I know.
Well, I
me
suppose
too.
once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled.
Oh, yeah.
I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about. And I've had
Really?
enough of the hole for a life. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
I'm back in the
If this starts to
hole.
become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes.
No, that was even
I'm
shorter.
starting to become extremely certain that the whole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
No, it is.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the whole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here?
I don't
Stanley,
know.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Uh.
Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
It's like an experiment.
Well, there it is.
Oh, God.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point.
I know.
It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
It does look...
How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth,
I can't
just
get
can't
out.
see this scratching the itch.
Help.
Oh, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
But I like it. Oh, it's not working.
Is the teleport button not working?
No.
You
Help.
sure?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
I'm pressing it.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago.
Wait a
Try it
second.
again. Still nothing?
Nothing.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Oh, okay.
I'm out.
What?
Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the
No.
hole, I get to do literally anything else.
No, I wanna be
Take
with
care,
you.
Stanley.
No.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of it.
No, wait, I want to be with you. I wanted to be with you the whole time. Well, guess we're stuck in this hole for eternity. I can't even... What's that noise? Oh shit, is something gonna get me? Don't. I don't want to get jump scared. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I will scream. Oh wait, we're sinking. Oh shit. Bye bye. I'm not tired enough. As cops say, new mug, cause it's new, meaning at 2 p.m. Haha. Wow, we're sinking really fast here. You brought this on yourself? I did not. I'm an angel. Alright. Press F to change your perspective. Wow, look at me, it's me and the bucket. Wow, is this what I look like? Wow. Duh. Duh. Look at him go. Boom. 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 I like this one. G to change your perception. Oh. Oh. Boom. Ah. Boom. Boom. I'm jamming. Oh shit. Holy. Oh, this is a jam. Press H to change your reality. Oh, I'm in brown. Oh, that's red. I'm going underground. I'm going underground. Oh, puppies! Puppies! H! I'll bring the galaxy. Now we're in the sea. Now we're in gray. I'm at the beach. Oh my god. We're in the pyramids. In the mountains. In the sky. Press J to change self. Hold on, what is G? Oh. No. I don't like this. Oh!
My head's stronger. You're no longer using up the space of mind.
Stanley? Stanley?
Oh shit, he's attractive.
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake.
What?
It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Shit.
But we can't have that, Stanley.
Why not?
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
No.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
Damn it.
I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Toodle-pip. Let me out. Let me go back to my daydream. Let me go back. I want to go back to the... Oh, fuck. Did I fuck it up? Did it end? Oh, good. We just start
Here
back
we are.
from
Go
here.
on. Try out some of the new features.
Don't go back into the hole. That's new. That was the epilogue that we walked in. That way is the exit. Now, on to collectibles. You know, I do like collectibles. I like things I can whoa.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Do I just
In
keep
the
walking?
Stanley Parable 2, you'll
Okay.
run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines.
Good thing I have my
And what's
bucket.
truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
What the
I don't
hell?
want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
So what is it? Oh god, that's a lot of bodies. Oh. Wow. Wow, it's a sad man. Collect them all.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Why is that bad? You are here. Okay, where did I go? I went to the infant hole. I went to epilogue. I went to collectibles. I went to office decorations. I went to the bucket. I tried the settings world champion, but I didn't do anything. Merch. I did stop by the merch table. Lots of fun. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. I've done that. Jump circle. Oh, the jump circle. Where's the jump circle? I am here. Jump circle. Oh, the jump circle! The jump circle.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Boing, 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 boing. Boing. It's a shame I can't do jumps outside of the circle. But I'll leave a few for next time. Jump circle, this map. Is there anything else I'm missing? I did go over there. Reassurance bucket. Went over there, checked out the what's this? Stanley Parable 2. Oh, it's me. He's just confused. Just like me. Just like me. Okay, yep, I've been here. Well, if that's... I guess we exit. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Oh, is there a girl? Is there a girl in this Stanley Parable too? I want to know about her. Apparently we have a wife, so... Oh, exit is this way. I'm like, why is everything blocking the exit? No, 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 no. There we go. Ugh. Ooh, look at this. I love the contemporary artwork. Very
All right.
nice.
Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I think so. I think I'm ready. Ooh, he looks cool. He looks so silly. Oh wow, look at all this.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I
do.
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
I think so,
There's definitely
too.
a good game in there somewhere.
I
Say,
think it is.
let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange
Oh.
these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm
Here
ready.
it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, it's
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Sort of. Okay, never mind.
maybe
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
yeah, maybe spread him out a little
Yes,
bit.
yes, this is much better. I
Yeah.
feel good about this.
You got this.
Here we go. Version 2.
Okay. Okay, that's a bit worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
The epilogue is just
This
in the
isn't
door.
a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
Well,
And
it's
I do very
good
much
gags.
enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Yeah.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Well-
I wanted fans to love it. No matter how
Yeah?
good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it.
What do you mean?
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply,
That's
well,
me.
insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With
Okay.
respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
But that wouldn't be
Possibly work.
that wouldn't be the Stanley
Suppose
Parable
it could,
2. That would be
but it
the
would need
Stanley
a
Parable
really,
Ultra
really
Deluxe.
tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2."
Huh.
Let me see if I can whip something up.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll wait.
Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay. Ooh, what a cool intro screen. The Stanley Parable 2. It's like the first one, but it's not. Yeah, look at this. This is cool. Is it like a endless hallway? Because that's honestly what the game feels like. That's what it feels like.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Does it change?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Get well
number
someday.
427.
Get well
Employee
someday.
number 427's job
The
was
balloons
simple.
made it,
He
guys.
sat at his
The
desk
balloons
in room
made it.
427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Ah,
Orders
yes.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push.
Oh, shit. Was I not supposed to do that? Oh. Oh, I'm so happy the
All of
balloons.
his co-workers were gone. What
balloons.
could it mean?
I'm
Stanley
so
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I'm so happy they
No
made it
matter
in.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, I know. They're just gone. Oh, wow. Oh, bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I picked up the bucket. I am Stanley with my reassurance bucket now. Nothing can stop me. Oh, this is where the new content was. Can't go in there anymore. Uh-huh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Yes.
and entered the door on his left.
I will enter the door on my left. Are there new endings now because I have the bucket, or is it just all the same? I don't understand.
Still no one was here. Stanley
Really?
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
This is
Perhaps
so
his
dumb.
boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Yes. How to solve a dispute. Yep, I've definitely seen that before. Monetize, free to play. That's not really... Okay, whatever. Broom closet. Did
Oh,
you get...
Stanley, can you feel it?
What?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
What?
You can feel that, can't you? The
What?
aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This
What?
broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It doesn't.
I can really feel it now.
Oh, God.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
Oh,
it's supposed to go with
no.
the other cleaning supplies. Good
No.
for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
No.
Don't hand over the bucket.
Not on
I
my
know
watch.
how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
I have to be
This is
strong.
your bucket. This is your companion
My
and
bucket.
lifelong friend.
And lifelong
Can't hand
friend.
it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this
What?
how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Why broom
Stanley,
closet?
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons. But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Duh.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
The bucket and
Share
I
your
have
journal
been
entries
having a
detailing
great
the
time
rich
together,
emotional
and we are going
landscape
to
of
get
your
married.
feelings for the bucket, as
We
they
are-
have changed and evolved over the years.
We've been together for
Let him
years.
have it.
We've been together for years, and this bucket is my greatest friend. You cannot take him away from me because I'm.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion.
It is
Take
mine.
a hike, broom closet, with
Yeah.
all your meandering
Take a
philosophical
hike.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yeah. What about the narrator? Narrator's already my husband. I mean nothing.
All right, coming to a staircase,
Ah.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh. Did I just get another sticker? It's a bucket. Stanley sticker has a bucket. Do you think the bucket would like to ride the elevator? Fuck, I can't go to the... Shit.
Stepping into his
So I've been
manager's
this
office, Stanley
way
was once again
before.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Okay, we have to...
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the
Oh,
bucket.
yes.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
I know.
It would be with him always.
Always.
The bucket would. And he knew it.
Yes,
The two of them
always.
were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad
Oh.
was 2845.
2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh, I did.
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding
The
him?
bucket was
Yes.
guiding me.
This
actually.
is certainly the most logical
bucket,
explanation.
bucket. We're gonna escape together. It's a Stan fig.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember,
Stanley figurines.
no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
You know what?
You can't
I'll
buy
take
that
it.
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
You've
So,
tried?
I implore you to savor
You've tried
each
buying
and every
happiness.
moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. Would you look at that bucket? We're a ragtag team duo. We're gonna escape together. Bucket. Just you wait. Yes, it's okay, Bucket. It's okay. I'll protect you.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Yes.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
That's why I
The
love the
bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Oh, I'm so happy. We're gonna escape together, Bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna escape. What's down here?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
What? I don't...
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Really?
Nope. It's death for Stanley and the bucket.
One more time. I have to check. No? Alright. Shit. You know, I don't know how much I like thinking I'm going towards ultimate death. Like someone's gonna kill us?
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Oh God. Oh God. You know, when people tell me to do something, I usually always do the opposite, so I'm scared.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good. Oh! I'm gonna break my legs! Oh, never mind. Whoa! Oh. Oh wait, I can't get out. Oh God!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and
going
the
in
bucket
there?
inched closer to their demise,
Oh,
Stanley
God.
reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace
no,
the bucket.
no.
But what use is a sense of ease
No.
when you're about to be crushed to death?
No!
This is what Stanley
Please!
thought to himself.
Please!
And he sort of kicked himself for
No!
wasting so much time carrying
No!
a bucket everywhere.
Stop!
Farewell, Stanley.
No! No! Don't. Ah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Who is
as
this?
Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
What? Oh. Who are you, British lady? Who are...
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
Oh.
It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a
What?
glorious bucket to behold.
What? So we're talking about the bucket and not me? Oh, the bucket. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are now standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like the bucket, a bucket itself, a human mind is frequently empty within. Yeah. Yeah. A cavernous. A cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and sustained. It's like a museum. Fortunately for you, I love museums.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Huh, I see. This bucket is depicted as having two handles. Such a design has never been created in real life. Being deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental every year. Dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Hold on. They're put to death, not they die? Oh, God. What the fuck is this place? 25 buckets. You know, I'll be real honest. I think that's a little bit more than 25 buckets. The full photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. I think you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's a few more than 25 buckets. Oh, it's old bucket. Oh no, it's Inferno bucket. A replica of Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, Negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Stress equals the level of water in a bucket. Vulnerability equals the size and strength of a bucket. Holy moly. Coping strategies are the whores. Rest and relaxation is doing something you enjoy. Presented without commentary. Well, thanks for that. Really? Now what's on the other side? Oh. Oh. Cave drawing. Hey, there were buckets when cave drawings were around. Yeah, this cave drawing depicts early man's discovery and practical uses of a bucket. Wow. See, look at that. Probably to collect water. And animals drank from buckets. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
No man can own a
Oh,
bucket, and
no.
certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It
Which
is
one?
man who should kneel before the bucket.
Ah, we should kneel before the bucket. Ah, the hanging bucket. It symbolizes the necessary relationship between the bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Dude, this was a weird museum. Guess I gotta go into the hole. Oh.
But there is something we can do.
Really?
Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
That the bucket died? Oh shit, we're back.
Let Stanley die.
What?
Let him be crushed by the machine.
What?
Don't reset the game.
No!
Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
No!
We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
Never!
The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
No! Who was that British lady? Who was that British lady? What the hell? Why am I back?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
was this? Figurine Finders Committee meeting today. Oh boy.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Comfort, I must say. Oh wow, there's like buildings everywhere.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Yes, I do
But Stanley
know
had
that.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh, oh, yes.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this
Well,
better than the meeting room?
it is
Yes,
pretty
Stanley
nice.
thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
It is pretty
How
nice.
insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Oh, you're so insightful, Mr. Bucket.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
But what if we go this way?
No, said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go
No.
somewhere else.
Go
the
somewhere
cargo
else.
lift, yes. Go there. Go to the
cargo
cargo
lift.
lift.
Oh, we can't jump, Rose. Is that it? Oh, there's like planks. Oh, we gotta go. Hold on. Maybe, hold on. If I climb up here and then I like climb on the fence. Oh. Careful now. Careful, we should not fall. Boop. The Stanley figurines.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
Yes!
This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What
No,
about
I agree.
mini stands?
Mini stands?
Stanley figs.
Stanley
Or
figs?
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine
that's
under
pretty
your
good.
belt.
That's a good one. Oh! There's a little... Don't worry, I can... wait, where am I going now? Oh. Oh, where the fuck did I go? Narrator? Hello? I am not supposed to be here. Oh. Oh, what is this? Narrator dialogue. Is someone playing narrator's dialogue? What the hell? What is this?
Okay, this is day number 295. Take number... I don't even know. I've lost track.
Probably 295.
Nothing feels real anymore.
What?
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Huh.
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
It's like drugs.
It doesn't
I
make
think.
sense.
I wouldn't know,
There's
but it
no
sounds like drugs.
explanation for it.
Sounds like drugs. Oh, or
Still
when I get a new
I
stuffed
haven't
animal.
figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Called love.
Why
Probably.
everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
Probably just.
I can monetize it.
Oh shit.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Oh.
This is my golden ticket.
Uh-oh.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back.
Uh-oh.
Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Otherworldly noises?
Caporata.
What the fuck? I don't want to touch the bucket anymore. I don't want to touch the bucket anymore. I don't want
All of
to.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't want that. I don't want.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Yeah, but we don't.
Stanley
I
clutched
don't know
the
what
bucket tightly to
Gambora
his... This was not
is,
the correct way to the meeting
But I don't
room.
want to find
But
out
Stanley
if
had
I even
felt the
have the
bucket
single
calling
thought
to
of
him,
trying to
telling him
capitalize
that the
monetary value
employee
out of
lounge
people
was
having a
simply the
bucket in
place
their
to
arms.
be.
Excuse me.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be
reassurance
correct?
bucket.
No, never mind.
The bucket was
wrong.
wrong. Or maybe nothing
Stanley
that
took the
happened.
door
Just
on his
got
left
an
to go back to the
otherworldly
meeting room.
A sloppy? Like sloppy joes?
No.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go good.
Said the
Good.
bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Okay.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
No.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay. I really want to jump off the lift.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
I don't trust
Stanley
that.
once again obeyed blindly.
I don't really trust this bucket anymore. He's kind of speaking to me. Oh. Oh
Now
shit.
pick up the phone.
said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Really? Okay, what if I unplug it again? Boop.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking.
What?
Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets
It
can't
isn't-
talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's
That was-
funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Yeah, you were
Ah.
juking me?
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously.
I
Where did I mess
did.
up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker?
I don't know.
Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But
Well,
there isn't
practice
exactly an
makes
instructional
perfect.
video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh, there is.
It's sitting right here.
It's
Let's take a
it's
look.
right next to you. Oh no. I have a bad feeling.
What is comedic timing?
What is
What is comedic?
comedic
Timing. How does
What
it
is
work?
I don't know.
How long should it last?
I don't know.
How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
I am
And
not
more
funny, so I do
importantly,
not know.
Can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Sure.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Yes.
Let's dive deeper.
Diving deep.
If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit,
Yeah.
with one of your arms raised straight upward
yeah.
at a 15-degree angle from
Yeah.
your body.
That's last time I
These
told a
are the
joke.
optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Got it.
To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name.
Miri.
Next,
M-I-V-I.
provide a brief synopsis of the joke,
Um,
including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh.
Okay.
And then, spell out your name a second time.
M-I-V-I.
With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
Okay, I'm
Speak
ready.
the entire joke in no more than 18
Why are
seconds
koalas
and no
considered
less than
bears?
13 and a half.
'Cause they don't have the
pausing only for
qualifications.
bathroom breaks
Oh.
when necessary.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good.
Oh, good.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy.
Oh, I see.
Finally, it's time to hand out
Learn
surveys.
how to be funny.
Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
I see.
An
I
effective
see.
survey should be no less than 10 pages long
Holy
and should
moly.
include the same question reprinted several times.
Okay.
Just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and
I'm gonna
not
give
simply
you
filling in
all-
answers at
I'm
random.
Giving you
And
all
that's
of
all
these,
there
okay?
is. With
Wow.
these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
They're really laughing.
Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
I'm just a little
After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who
What?
threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives
Wait,
to
wait,
this
wait,
noble cause, just as our
Wait.
children must do after us, and their children after them.
Oh.
Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Oh. I don't,
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it?
It's
well,
outdated?
no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So
Really?
with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
right. So I guess we just go back. All right. This is fine. Just try to get. Oh shit! The gates are up. Nuts! I wanted to jump off.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The
Got
king of
it.
comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise,
yeah, thank
who knows
goodness.
where we'd be right now.
I know, right?
Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for
Oh
sure.
wait, hold on.
The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Okay, there we go. This is bad. I forgot I left my candle lit, and I'm like, what's that good smell? And I'm like, oh, nuts. I lit my candle about almost 2 hours ago. And I should probably put it out. Anyways, I'm not gonna set my housing unit on fire. Anyways, where was I? Oh, that's right. Baby jail. I will not stand for baby jail. Oops. Maybe I'm putting house. I won't. See, I prepared for it. I did. I blew it out. I did a little, and I blew it out. Isn't that right, Bucket? Yes, Bucket. Yes, I agree. I agree. Man, this is great.
Here we go.
Oh.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I did something wrong.
What?
Oh.
We're back at the phone already.
Oh,
No,
nuts.
what's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
Oh, yeah.
There was supposed to be a build-up to this point.
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dramatic
I remember.
display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone.
I remember
But
that.
now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to.
Well, it's
And it's
okay.
all my fault. I must have forgotten that the
No.
phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room.
No,
What an egregious mistake.
It's okay.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm
It's
not even the
okay.
lowliest joke-telling whelp.
It's okay.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Oh, no, not again.
Yes,
Please.
surely that will help me improve my...
No, please.
Here we go. You ready?
Ah.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay. I want him to feel good. Let's just enter the door on the left, okay?
No. You were supposed
What?
to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
But-
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's
But-
no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's
What?
done. The
But
joke is
I thought-
completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
What the
I'm going to be
fuck?
ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you
What?
proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley,
What?
you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
This is the end of the game.
Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
Oh, wow.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are.
Well,
No.
at least he's happy in this ending.
Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale...
You got it.
What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar.
You know what? At least he's
No.
happy in this
No,
ending.
We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this.
Am I the narrator?
I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
No,
That's
I
what will make me
don't think
the
instructional
king of
videos will
comedy
do it
again.
for you.
More
Sorry,
instructional
Leroy.
videos.
Who the fuck is Leroy?
Let's see.
Wow. This is great. Love this.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So what if I pick up the phone with the
Warmth
bucket?
spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
It says awaiting input. I don't really know. Alright. What if I answer the phone, the bucket tells
Stanley
me to?
clutched the bucket
Because
tightly
it's
to
a
his
joke.
chest and entered the
That,
door. This was not the
the
correct
narrator
way to the
says.
meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Mm-hmm.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yes, the employee lounge.
And here it was. Had the
It was
bucket
fine.
turned out to be correct? No.
No.
Never mind.
It was
The
wrong.
bucket was wrong.
I'm right.
Stanley took the door on his left, to go back to the meeting room.
Mealy's always right. Happy,
No,
get well
Said
soon.
the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Yes, the
Go
cargo
there.
lift.
Go to the... Good.
I also
said the
want to go
bucket.
in there, but
Now
I
ride the
want to
lift
see
all
what
the way
happens
to
if
the
I
top.
pick up the phone.
There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I wanna
It
jump.
should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He
How
was
is
firmly
operating
convinced that
this
the bucket
cargo
had
lift?
spoken to him, and he
doesn't-
unthinkingly did
doesn't
whatever
show
the bucket
anymore.
asked.
Like operating it. Oh, there we go.
In here.
Said the
In
bucket.
here.
Go into this dark room
Go
over
into
here.
this dark room
Stanley
over
once again
here.
obeyed blindly.
I will obey blindly. Oh,
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
God.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home.
Back
where we can
home?
go about life together.
we can go about life together? The bucket
This
killed me.
is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Why is it sad?
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could
Oh.
use a friend.
Okay.
And then,
It's a house.
very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Oh. Oh, it's the bucket. Hello, bucket. Jasmine. Hello. Oh. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press C to take me to work with you. Okay. Oh,
The Stanley
wow.
Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
We went
It
to
doesn't
work
literally
together.
talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley
Really?
is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Really? Press F to take me back home with you. Okay, bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you
Really?
be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to
Well,
say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Sorry, well, I'm busy with my bucket. Press U to go back to work.
I'll
Ah.
try anyway.
back to
Stanley,
Oh.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk.
Really?
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
But it talks to me. Don't listen to the loud man. Press V to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket.
Bucket?
You know, once upon a time, it was
Bucket?
me he took orders from. Me he
Yeah.
trusted and listened to. Now all he
Bucket?
cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
A bucket. Press C to ignore anyone in your life except for... You know, I don't know if this bucket is very nice. Oh,
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on,
I
he's
need
just
you.
going to cling to this
I need
bucket,
you
this
so
cold,
bad.
empty
Listen,
bucket,
narrator,
this
I need you
sort of
so bad.
shiny bucket.
it's not even funny.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
What? This is mine. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press I to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
Hey,
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
What?
Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Yeah. Press K to relive the same day with me over and over. Man, that's
Oh
the
my
dream.
God, what am I
Oh.
saying? Better at
bucket.
carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
It's a bucket.
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Ooh, he's got a crush on my bucket. Press Q to go home. To work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no.
What?
I'm having feelings for the bucket.
You're what?
No. What's going on?
for
Why do
me?
I want to be with the bucket?
What?
Hear what the bucket has to
You
say.
set all
Do
this up for
anything
me,
it
bucket?
asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had
This
the
is- we're
bucket,
gonna
this
have
would
sex
be
again.
less confusing. Yes.
What?
The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome
bucket.
situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me.
No.
Give me the bucket, Stanley.
Never.
I need
Never.
it. Give it to me
No.
now. Give
Close
it,
your eyes,
or I'll.
Mom. Did the bucket fucking kill the narrator? You know, I think I'm getting more and more scared of this bucket. I'm getting more scared.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
What? Let me in. Let me in.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but
Well-
it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
You know what? Just because you said that, fuck you.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm just gonna touch every fucking thing now, huh? Yeah, you like that? You like that? You like that I'm just... You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. I wasn't trying to jump. I'm just going around touching every fucking thing in the office so it'll annoy him some more. Okay, whatever. Hey guys, I'm here. Alright, Bucket, come on.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
Oh,
He'd
he's
never be
insane.
alone again, not truly alone.
Oh, he's
not
insane.
with the bucket around.
Oh,
Stanley clutched
God.
the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the
Oh,
correct way to
God.
the meeting room.
We got more in it
But
too. Come
Stanley
on,
had
guys.
felt the
Come on,
bucket
guys.
calling
We're
to
on a
him,
roll.
telling him
Wow.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
You know, I never had an
And
opportunity
here it
to
was.
visit in
Had
an
the bucket
employee
turned out to be
lounge
correct?
before.
Was no, never mind.
Are they as
The bucket
magical
was
as they
wrong.
are in this game?
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, don't go back to the meeting
No.
room.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go
Yes.
somewhere else. The cargo
Yes.
lift, yes. Good.
Said the
It looks
bucket.
like there's someone
Now
down
ride
there.
the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
don't
did
want
not
trust.
question why or but Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Can you say that again? Anyways.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ugh.
What could it mean?
Not
Stanley decided to go to
again.
the meeting room. The
Well-
good old bucket. Just
Good
Stanley
old
and the
bucket.
bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Me and the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was
Womp
not the
womp.
correct way to
I'm
the
going
meeting
to
room.
the right.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was
It's the
simply the place to be.
Oh,
And here
look
it
at here,
was.
it's not.
Had the bucket
so,
turned out
let's
to be
jump
correct?
Off, not
Was no,
off the edge.
never
But let's
mind.
jump off and
The
let's
bucket
go
was wrong.
into
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
whatchamacallit. Let's go on this path right there.
No.
That's
Said
where
the
we'll
bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go
Go
somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
The cargo lift.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the
Ride the
top.
lift all
There's
the
something
way
up
to
there
the
I need
top.
you to do.
All right.
Stanley did not question
I'll go.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Hey, just a
It
heads
should
up,
have
if you
alarmed
guys
him, of
think
course,
it'd
because
be a good
buckets
idea
can't
to
talk.
reach the
But
truck
Stanley chose
from
not
here,
to think
you
about this
will
obvious
die.
fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly
made it.
did whatever the bucket asked.
Nuh-uh, not on my watch. Danger, danger everywhere. All right, go in here.
No, stop! Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Who put that
Stanley,
sign
how could you
there?
think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
Well,
Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
I think I would
I suppose
know.
that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
I
Which,
don't-
if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This
No.
misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
No.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Oh no. Please, test my intelligence. My intelligence is a massive, big... Oh.
Now then, I'm going
Ah.
to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Gotcha.
Simple enough, right? This should tell
So
us
simple.
everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Got it.
Okay, let's begin.
Okay.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Okay, that really, yes, that is a bucket, yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay, you want to play it that way? Okay.
Item 2.
No, sure, play it that way.
Is this a bucket?
Since the first answer was no, it was a hologram of a bucket, no.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Genius, 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 genius me, Ray. Next.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes? Yes!
This is a bucket.
Yes! It is a bucket. Boom, boom.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I'm gonna be real honest. I think that's a tractor. I'm not sure, but I think it's a tractor. So, no.
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
See,
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Well, it's a
Thank you for
tractor.
not making me look like an idiot.
Oh,
Okay,
you're-
next one.
Genius movie, genius movie, genius movie.
Is this a bucket?
Okay, I think we just went through this. That's not a bucket, it's a tractor.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What? Huh? What?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
That is definitely a bucket.
Trick
What?
question. Both. Gotcha.
How can it... Okay, alright, whatever.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. I'll wait. Oh. Yes.
Okay.
What?
You and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore
yes.
nothing could possibly be something.
Well-
Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No. No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Well,
what is a bucket? What isn't a bucket?
it is
Mere
what this
moments
game
ago I could
does to
answer these
you.
questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Am I a bucket?
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go.
No! Not my bucket! Entirely! Oh. Why did it all go
What
white?
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything was a
God,
bucket.
I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
You
And
aren't
you,
a-
Stanley.
Yes.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I am not a bucket.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
Yay!
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
Oh,
it's
I'm glad.
delightful to get some clarity on that issue.
I'm
but it
glad.
doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Yeah, you did erase
So,
it all.
tell you what. I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
Good.
But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Probably like drive him crazy or something. Probably. Not me. I never go crazy. I'm never crazy. I'm really, really smart.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
yes.
simply missed a memo.
The meeting room. What else to do with the
Where are
bucket?
we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
It'll be perfectly fine with me.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Alright, we're going to the door on the left. There's so many more things to do. Oh, what happened here? Oh no. Trust the completionist instinct. Oh god. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless to be honest. Oh god. Weird spinning figurines. Ideas. What do they want? Our data, stock options, money. Oh no, can we sell them? Obviously. More money if sold together. Wow. These guys are good. What we know, what we forget, what we don't know yet. I forget so much. Huh. Floating? Okay. Thank you, good luck. How can we find them? Bottom text. Bottom text. Wow, this is kind of breaking my brain, I'll be honest. Go to the next slide. Okay. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. To synergize their resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There is no memo from management. There will be a reward for finding them all. Really? Agenda. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Who are you? What does that say? 666 LOL. Lies. Mission staves. Oh, this is like where they are. Stairs. Something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Do you think that's the two doors on the other side? A private but smelly place for an important person. Huh. Room closet.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
Please
if
give
I
me
did,
more stickers.
you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Please.
But alas, no stickers.
I want more stickers. Please. Please. Mr. Broom. Please. I really like stickers. You know, I like stickers, but when I get them, I don't ever want to put them on anything because I'm scared that, like, I'll regret it once I put it on something, like a computer or a water bottle. So I just have a pile of stickers in a little itty-bitty bucket I have. Hashtag relatable!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
That's
to the
right.
boss's office.
Alright, let's go upstairs to the boss's office. Figure stands.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Yeah.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates
I
the
like
intrinsic
Figlies.
sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
I'm
Let me
very
sit
happy.
on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay. I've got the feeling, money for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. How does they know I have purse? Alright, I can
Stepping
remember
into
this.
his
I can
manager's
remember
office,
this.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover
2,
not an
4,
indication
8.
of any human life.
5.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster
2,
fire
4,
if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
8.
Even now, in his darkest of hours,
Shit.
did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the
2,
dark clouds of confusion and chaos.
2,
It would be
4,
with
1,
him
3.
always. The bucket would.
Two,
and he knew
four,
it.
one.
The two of them
8.
were inseparable.
Shit, but what's
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender
2,
spiritual
6,
connection he shared with the
8,
bucket
4.
that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Night?
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the
It's
keypad
2.
was 2845.
2845.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
What can I say?
Was it that the bucket knew
Sheer
all
luck.
along?
True.
Was the bucket guiding him?
Ah.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
We already found it. Stanley. Hold on. Wait, do you think we can go back up? Hold on. Can I just...
Wait,
Yeah.
Stanley said to the bucket.
Oh.
Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go
Oh.
back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
You know what? Just you wait, Bucket. I'll show you. Why 3? Why the number 3? Ah, here we are. Oh, I'm so glad to be back up here. Oh, in my boss's office.
Here we are, said Stanley.
Ah, yes.
Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button.
Okay.
He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Wow.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket.
How come
How
the
was this
bucket
not
just-
as
yeah.
exciting to the bucket as it was to him?
How come it's not supporting
Once
me?
Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Okay. Back to the elevator. Back to the elevator. We're going downstairs.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something.
Oh.
Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly. A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
I think that's a good idea.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel.
Yes.
He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
That's like me, and then you guys chat are like the bucket. Like, guys, come on, isn't this great? Silence from the bucket. You ready to see this? Bucket, I'm gonna hit the number 3 button again.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show
I'll
you.
really
He ran to the number
show
3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion.
Why 3?
He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush.
What do you
He
think?
told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind.
Any reaction.
Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing.
Do you appreciate what I'm
The
doing,
bucket
Mr.
conveyed
Bucket?
absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Oh man, Bucket. I thought we would support each other, like no matter what.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why
Yeah.
suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's?
I don't know.
The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He
I'm
knew that there must be a
ruminating.
way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Please. There's gotta be a solution. Man, if only there was a solution, and if only there was another way I could try to show him. Oh wait, let's just go back upstairs. Let's just go back upstairs. Oh, no one said anything that time. Did I fuck up?
said Stanley. I know what to do.
Show him
I
again?
know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
Let's show him
He
again.
decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he
What?
would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over.
Wow.
He would
press
elaborate
conference.
fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Ooh. Oh my gosh,
For
I'm
months,
ready.
he advertised and marketed his press conference,
wow.
building
All eyes
excitement
on
around
Stanley.
it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further.
What are these stock photos?
When the big day
Live.
arrived,
The guy who
Stanley
went
was
to
as prepared as he'd ever been
I
for
look just like that
anything in
guy.
his life.
How we did it, the pyramids. Thumbs with a construction hat, world's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. And of course, Stanley, live on stage. Look at this red carpet. Oh my goodness. An evening with world peace, baby. Man. Is that the Minecraft door sound? Stanley Parable Stanley tonight live on stage. Stanley from the Stanley Parable tonight live on stage. Wow. Oh wow. The storyteller. Stanley reviews all in his new, what does that say? Book. I wrote a book. World's first sentient machine. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that's a lot of threes. That's a lot of threes. Oh, is this like my preparation station?
This was it.
It is.
One last chance to win the bucket over.
3.
One opportunity to share a true
3.
connection with a loved one.
3. What is this? Congratulations, Stanley. I remember where you came from, your coworkers. Wow, thanks, coworkers. Always showing up when I needed. Oh shit, there's people outside too. The dude who came up with pizza. It's me. I came up with pizza. You ready for this bucket? Come on.
There was no one here.
Oh.
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak,
Oh,
to listen to
no.
him talk about what it
Oh.
really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
Oh,
He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure.
my phone
And in
died.
that moment, Stanley knew that the
This is a-
bucket would never again
this is a
take him
bit-
seriously.
Uh,
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms,
3.
indifferent. And so it began
There's
that
no one
slowly,
here.
over many years,
it really
the
means to
two
press
of
the
them
button.
grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference.
Oh no.
There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends.
Oh no.
And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true
I need to-
companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Oh no. Oh. What's more tragic? Him and his relationship with the bucket or my phone dying? Okay, I could have sworn my phone was at like 60% too. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I need to plug it in. Karma's a bitch. I should've known better. I have promptly plugged my phone in. However, I am stuck like this. I am stuck like this. But on the contrary, I can go. I can do this and this. I can even do boom. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Pop. Oh yes. Alright, I'll keep myself right there. Let's explore a little bit more while my phone
All of his
charges.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Janaki, thank you so much for this super chat. Having a bucket for a friend is already depressing enough. Hey, look at me. Hey, that's not nice. Listen, I love my bucket and my bucket loves me. I love my horsey and my horsey loves me. Should I take? I don't know if I should take the bucket. Be my Valentine? Okay. What haven't I haven't done the
A
normal
good
ending with
bucket,
the
A
bucket.
strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket.
Oh,
a
sorry,
bucket
was
of
that loud?
culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
I have a lot
and
of
entered the
distinction.
door on his left.
Karma's a bitch. I should've known better. If I had a wish, I would've never effed around when I saw you as a resident standing right there.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I
Please.
did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
I want stickers. Oh, I didn't go
Coming to a
downstairs with the
staircase,
bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Why is it red? Oh my god, it's the Stanley figurines!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the figurines.
Okay,
Very
that's a new
soon,
name.
you'll collect the last one.
That's a
and
new
then the
name.
first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
I am so
We'll be
excited.
different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
Yeah,
and
we
now
didn't- we
we
didn't-
have them all.
Well,
You
almost.
can't go back to when you had no figurines.
Really?
None of us can.
Oh. Alright. Ain't you a hater for singing that song? My tripping. Oh yeah, totally. But it's addictive.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yes.
He might be fined for that. And in
Yeah.
such a competitive economy, why had he taken that
This
risk?
is a competitive
All because he
economy?
believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
What?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
I am
crazy.
crazy.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
Am I crazy?
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
So yes?
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Yeah.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Oh god.
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Oh,
Someone
shit.
else's bucket, perhaps.
Oh,
How did
God.
I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
Oh, no.
Surely no
Oh.
good would come from this.
We have
Who
to
knows
run.
what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Oh god, I'm gonna
Now he noticed
I'm
the
gonna have-
rooms were repeating, which was, of course,
I'm gonna have
very odd.
hallucinations.
And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Whoa. Whoa.
Exclaimed, Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
I've
Where
gone
is it?
mad.
I must find it.
Where's
Far
my
off in the
bucket?
distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Oh my god.
Could it truly be?
Bucket.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by
Oh.
one bucket after the next.
Oh,
None
no.
of them were his. None
Oh.
of them were his special bucket.
Where's my
Come
bucket?
to me, Stanley. Find me.
Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend.
Oh,
It was the
no.
only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
Oh,
He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh god, he's in my
It was
lungs.
incredibly painful.
What?
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
What?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Again?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of
Oh,
work.
she has a bucket.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Yeah, it's happened
Right away,
once
she knew
before.
what the problem was.
What was the problem?
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions
Yeah,
and how
that's
everything is
crazy.
predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
He needs his bucket.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Oh.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my
Heck yes.
life kicks ass.
My life
And she
kicks
backflipped
ass.
all the way to work.
And then she backflipped all the way to work. You hear that, Jake? She backflipped all the way to work. Oh, I can't help myself sometimes. Oh, I can't help myself sometimes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Need this last Stanley figurines. Okay, you know, I can't take it. To find this last Stanley figurine, I don't think I can take you with me. Sorry, Bucket. Sorry, Bucket. We need to go to somewhere that's red.
When Stanley
and
came to
blue.
a set of 2 open doors, this was
Oh,
not the correct
right.
way to the
Hold
meeting
on,
room,
hold on.
and
I'm
Stanley
gonna
knew
check
it
to see
perfectly
how
well.
much my
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I should've known better. I had a wish. Okay, positive. On a positive note, it charged a smidgen more. On a positive note, it charged a smidgen more. Okay, let me see. Let me see what I can do. Sorry, I'm fixing this. I'm fixing this. Yeah, let's get up to 16%. Yeah, okay. Let me see what I can do. Karma! Karma's a bitch. Okay, let's try this one more time, shall we? Let's try this one more time, shall we? Okay. Thank you. Unstable battery? No, it's just that VTube Studio is like an absolute power drainer for like a phone's battery. Like it drains your battery so fast. Or at least it does for mine. Am I going the right way? I sure hope I am. Probably, yeah, probably. Oh, perfect.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to
Karma's a
business,
bitch.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, karma's a bitch. No. Oh, good.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't need your sass, okay?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Listen,
I'm
you
not
can...
your enemy.
Nope,
really,
I'm not
I'm
gonna say that.
I realize that investing
gonna
your
say that.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah, but you like
There's
it when
someone
it's
you've
all
been
about
neglecting,
me.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Oh.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Oh,
Are you
no.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I just-
Why? I don't know
I
how
need
to
to get this last
convince you
Stanley
of this, but I
figurine.
really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I
Look,
see.
let me prove it.
Okay.
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Red and
Give
blue.
me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
This is a big
doing something
accomplishment.
just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
But maybe you could say good job, maybe? Could you say good job? Like I did a good job? So what, I went to the blue door last time. So we went to the red door?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
I'm willing to
You
listen
see
to
that
you.
I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The
Oh.
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Yeah.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
I think we're going in
Don't
circles.
you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Well,
I want it to stop.
you do.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Okay.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh. Y'all saying good job. Yay. Yay. I did it.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. What are we looking for? Ooh.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Whoa.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Aw,
I actually feel happy.
this place is pretty. Ooh. Look at the shiny dots. They're so pretty. And they're gonna go towards the center and then... Whoa! It's like fireworks. Alright, bye.
No, wait. Where are you going?
What? I'm just going out. Going towards these
no.
stairs.
Stay away from those stairs. If you
What?
hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh, okay. I'll go back.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise
know,
me you
right?
won't go back there. Just stay here.
Well, I always do the opposite, so...
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not gonna go back unless you, like, beg on your knees, so... Okay, I'll do it. I'll go back.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Well... Well, he did ask politely. He did ask politely. I love the narrator. He's so cute. He's such a baby girl. Yeah, sorry. I feel like nothing's gonna happen if I don't do this.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
But I'm sorry, but there's nothing else for me to do right now.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is hurting me. I'm so sorry.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay. Let's think. I am so sorry. Don't look, narrator. Don't look.
No!
Ah!
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Okay.
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Only if you... No, I'm not gonna say that. Maybe don't say that. Don't say that. Anyways, yeah, we can visit the other room.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Ah.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, narrator. I love him so much. I love him so much. I want.
No. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I'm sorry. The game won't let me continue unless I do this. I'm sorry. Don't look. Don't look, narrator. Ooh.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I could do that for you. Oh. Dude, I am whipped over this narrator.
Perhaps you can.
Yes.
Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
I am so whipped over this narrator. Holy shit.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yes indeed. Yes indeed, I can. I'm walking really slow now. I don't think my legs are in such good shape.
No, perhaps not.
I'm sorry, narrator. I love you, narrator. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, narrator. I'm sorry.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
No.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
No.
You're literally willing to kill yourself
wrong
to keep
button.
me from being happy.
No.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
No. I love you so much. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
No.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I'm sorry.
Well, do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
No comment. Nope, no comment. Yeah, isn't this nice, narrator?
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did.
Yeah?
I still thought that was possible.
Can you beg some more? I mean, could you ask some more? Man, we're walking really slow now. We're rocking really slow now. I don't want to do this anymore. Can I just end the game? Can I just end the game? Can I just click begin the game again? Like, I don't want to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Did I fucking stutter? Oh, I love this.
Stanley, I'm sorry,
Oh.
but I have to put a pause on things.
Why?
It's those figurines.
Oh.
Those figlets.
The figlies.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
It was
Didn't
something.
it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
It did
Yes,
something.
I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh, I remember the
would love
memory
nothing
zone.
more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Sure. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Oh, what a great moment. What a great memory. So great. Oh, we're going downstairs. Oh, I remember this.
Here's where it all began.
Oh, I remember
The
this.
first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said
We
6
did?
right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
We were so innocent. Da-da-da. Wait, 7 out of 6? 7 out of 6? Oh, I remember this. This is
And
the next
here
one.
was the second Stanlerine.
Yeah,
you
right
found
there.
this one all on your own, just by poking around behind the boss's office.
I remember
you
that.
did that, Stanley.
I did.
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6.
That's
but you
so
continue
rude.
to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh, thanks, I guess. Oh,
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
I think the warehouse. I don't think I found the bathroom. I found one in the warehouse. Ah, look at this. Oh,
Hey,
wow.
that's exactly right.
Yes.
It was here in the warehouse. It was the third one.
Maybe
You
always
picked it up,
remembers.
and then after that, you had 3 of them.
Then I had
I'm
3.
glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised.
Should I go back?
After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Really? Science says that? Wait, then how do I get out of here? How do I? How do I get out? How do I get out of here? Oh, here we go.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone,
I
so it
don't-
must have happened.
I don't think I've ever been in here before. 1096. I don't know with the big apple. This is a very Meavy-coded room. But I've never been in there before. Ah, yes.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh, okay. Whoa! This is so cool! What's that down there? Whoa! Holy shit, it's mini stand number 5! Holy shit, that's when I found it! That's crazy! High five! That's so crazy. You found it under the stairs! Ah! Thanks for watching. Wow. Directed by the narrator, edited by narrator, music narrator, produced narrator, best boy narrator, starring Stanley. Copyright the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it
Really?
was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Man, it's so much time. So much time. This way? Yep. And this. Ah, yes.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible.
Yes.
The final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors.
I do remember that.
This
Was the most
memory is the
recent.
most distinct and clear in my mind.
That's
Perhaps
what I
because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
That would make
Who
sense.
can truly say how the mind works?
Me.
All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Yep.
It was a moment unlike any other.
It happened.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Uh-huh. Which... Oh, they both lead to the same place.
And then
Oh.
there was no more. Because we've caught
I'm in
up
the
to
present.
the present moment.
Yes.
Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Goodbye. Alright, let's do it again. What?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
What?
Stop the loading screen.
Whoa.
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the
Backwards?
memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Oh, okay. I'll go there.
Okay, yes. The room with the
Oh.
red and blue doors.
Yes.
I remember this.
13 out of 6.
I must say,
yes.
of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Yeah,
Let's
you-
keep going. I want more.
Yeah, you just said that. Oh, yes, in our
And here's where I made that video. Don't you
Yes.
remember the video we watched?
I do remember the video. Wow, thanks. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I love that video.
That's a good one. Man, that's a good video. In this weird
Still
ass.
don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still
Yeah.
no memory of this one.
Yeah.
Good room, though. A solid room.
That is a solid room. Alright, through the pink room. And then we go.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You
They
know,
really
if there
were.
had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very
really?
glad we resisted the temptation.
Here we
Next
go.
one.
Next one. Oh, the boss is. Can I go this way? I can't go out. So nutty! Mimi's narrator bestie is going nutty. That's okay, because he's my nutty narrator. He's
This was
mine.
our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
This stupid
The
ass
past is truly a wonderful thing.
And thank you
Why
for the
does
super
anyone
chat.
ever
Thank
choose to
you.
leave it?
Thank
Keep
you
going.
so much. Ah, yes, and
This is it.
yes.
The very first one we found
Yes.
in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurine.
With some creepy
I want
ass
more
people.
memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there?
Again?
What came before this?
I don't really remember. Oh, collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you? Oh, yes, I remember this. Yes, I do remember this. There was the collectibles, and then.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating
Jump.
it back then.
Jump.
But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is.
Ah,
I want
yes.
more. More memories.
More memories. You know what they say? If you constantly hone in and focus on the past, you only get more depressed. And if you only constantly
yes,
focus on the future,
two
you
doors.
sometimes get really
Who could have forgotten that?
anxious.
A classic memory,
So it's
this
good
one.
to think about both, but if you specifically focus on them for heavy periods of time, be careful.
And before
Oh,
everything
yes.
else, there was your office.
I do remember this.
Is there anything else? Was there
No.
something that came before your office? There's
I don't-
something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Really?
I can remember.
Really? Oh,
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
oh.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was...
Is this narrator lore?
I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions.
Really?
I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Wait, so
He would
I'm
make
a
the
figment of
decisions, he
your
would decide which way to
imagination?
go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely?
I couldn't heal
Yes,
us
perhaps
lonely.
that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
I could be
And Stanley
healed
really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again.
Okay.
I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
For good?
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is this the last time and then he's gonna retire me for good? Oh, God.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley
What?
decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty relatable to me. Yup. Ah, it's the bucket!
The embrace of an old friend.
Bucket.
A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
I missed you, bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay, I have a question.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Hold on.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to
Hold
him,
on.
telling
We've
him
done
that
a
the
lot of,
employee
if
lounge
not
was simply the place to be.
Of the bucket
And
from
here it was.
this
Had the
way.
bucket turned out to be
Right?
correct? No, never mind.
Right?
The bucket was wrong.
But
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
what if we go downstairs with the bucket? Well, no going back now, am I right?
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here.
You
I
are?
knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Oh, I see.
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this
Ah.
bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable.
even the
It's
broom
just
closet.
sequel content.
The baby
We're the
I
ones
burned.
that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the adventure line and the broom closet.
Yes, I
because
remember
that's
that.
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
What?
Yes,
But
I
I
know
like
I'm
it.
the one who gave you the bucket, but
Yeah.
you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the adventure line?
Yeah.
We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's what the fans
Yeah.
want. Let's do it.
Adventure line.
Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all
No,
about.
keep it
Don't you
going.
remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I do remember that.
It's as classic now as it was back then.
This
Let's
isn't
do it for the
loaded
fans,
in.
Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Okay.
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. No. I don't want to give the bucket up. I don't want to give the bucket up. I won't do it.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
What?
That's why I'm very proud to
What is
introduce
this?
a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
No. No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True,
You
it
can't
also was not
take
in the
me.
original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No. You can't make me. I
Can you
won't
guess
do
what
it.
the Bucket Destroyer does?
Make
Surely you
coffee?
don't need me to spell it out for you.
No.
Go ahead now, Stanley.
No.
Say goodbye to the bucket.
No.
And then pop it into the machine when you're
I
ready.
don't want it. No. Can I like escape through this little hole?
Now
I'll
listen to
jump.
me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
No.
I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
No.
Destroying buckets is all it knows.
No.
That is its singular personality trait.
You can't
Sure,
make
I can
me.
hear you saying, how does a character with only
Oh.
one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Yes.
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer,
we're
you'd see
shaking.
that its
We're
desire to
shaking.
crush buckets is so densely loaded with
No.
complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
No.
What other object in this game
Jump.
can you even
Jump.
say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not.
I
wonder
love
what
the
sort of
broom
Bucket
closet.
Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
No.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We
No.
can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters
Ah!
like the
Oh my
Adventure Line or the
God!
Bucket Destroyer until you crush that
Uh-oh.
damn bucket.
No.
Quickly now, the fans are
No.
waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the
No.
fans what they want. Hurry and crush.
Did I break the bucket? Oh no. Oh.
The bucket destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
He
For the
wasn't
moment
that
in time
cool.
that you were here, you were magnificent.
He wasn't that cool. Not as cool as the bucket. Tee-hee, sorry. Is that where we just start right back at the beginning? Fuck, nuts. Ah.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ooh,
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what I haven't done? I've gone through the game once and I did it correctly. What happens if we go through the game and... Has this always been here? Am I crazy? There was never chairs there, right? Where am I? Hello?
When
Oh,
Stanley
we're
came
back.
to a set of 2 open doors,
He
he entered the
the
door
one
on his left.
left. So what if we go to the end and then we turn on the mind?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
mind
wave
controller.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I love the broom closet. Fuck. I love the broom closet. I love
Coming to a
it.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I do want to make a pitch stop. I want to go into business strategy. Ding! Ding dong! Yes! Okay. Thank you. Did you get the broom closet ending? That ending was my favorite.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
2, 8,
unraveled,
4,
Stanley
6.
wondered in disbelief who
Shit.
orchestrated this. What
2,
dark secret was being held
4,
from him?
3,
What he could
5.
not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's
2,
desk
8.
guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
4,
And so the boss had
1.
assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
2,
2,
8,
8,
4,
4,
5.
5. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply
I
pushing
guessed
random
it.
buttons on the
I
keypad, Stanley
guessed
happened
it.
to input the correct
Mirror the
code
genius.
by sheer
Mirror
luck.
the genius.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Boop. We going. We going. I forget the keypad every time. I don't know. How come you don't have any girlfriends? Don't you keep trying? I'd like to apologize for my words. That was mean. I'm very sorry.
Stanley walked straight
Ah.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We'll go in. We'll go in. Bum, ba-na-dum, dum, bum, bum,
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Step 4. Bum, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Stanley. Da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
Listen,
lives
I'm
of
sorry.
so many
Scribble that. I'm
individuals
sorry.
reduced to
I am
images on
sorry.
a screen.
I couldn't help
and
myself.
Stanley, one of
It
them,
was like
eternally
a
monitored
cough.
in this
I
place where
couldn't help
freedom
myself.
meant
Oh.
nothing.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Also, I'm doing this first because it's like the furthest
This mind
along
control
point
facility,
that
it
I'd
was
ever
too
have
horrible to
go.
believe.
Oh
It
god, I
couldn't
still haven't
be
gotten this
true.
far with the bucket.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all
Hold
this
on.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
There's so much freaking pollen in the air.
No. He refused to believe it.
I don't know what he was
couldn't
saying.
accept
There's
it.
so much
His
pollen in
own
the air,
life
and
in
he just-
someone else's control? Never. It
It's-
was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
can't.
Was it even
That was
possible?
my outfit with
Had he
short-term
truly
keypad
spent
memory.
his entire
He
life
did.
utterly
I do have
blind
short-term
to the world?
keypad memory. Hee hee. Sometimes I just roast people. I'm
But here was the
sorry.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay, but like,
For
what if we?
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, but like, what if I turned it on? What if I just? Boop.
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Uh-oh.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Maybe.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do.
I'm just-
But you need to understand, there's only so much that
Oh,
machine
shit.
can do.
Oh.
You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Oh.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
What?
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In
Wait,
the event that this
detonation?
machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
fuck.
It's your time to shine.
No.
You are the star. It's
No.
your story now. Shape
Shit.
it to your heart's desires.
Oh,
This is much better than what I
fuck.
had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy
Button?
it. Mere
But-
moments
Button?
until the bomb goes off. But what
Button?
precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk
shit.
about you.
Green?
About me.
Oh,
where we're
shit.
going. What all this
Button?
means.
Three?
I barely know where
Three?
to start.
Oh.
What's that?
What?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are.
Where are my coworkers?
A moment of solace
One,
before you're obliterated.
2.
All
Oh
right,
god, do we
I'm
go
in
in
a good
order?
mood.
Oh
You're gonna
shit.
die anyway.
Okay.
I'll tell you exactly
why
what
did
happened to them. I erased them.
Oh,
I
fuck,
turned
my
off the
door.
machine. I set you free.
You did what?
Of course, that was merely in this instance
What's
of
up
the
there?
story. Sometimes
Where's
when
3?
I tell it, I simply let you
Where's
sit there in
3?
your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
That's okay, that's
Other
5.
times, I let the
Where's
office sink into the
3?
ground,
Oh, shit.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
It must be up
I
there.
have to say this, though.
What?
This version of events has been rather amusing.
3.
Watching
Three,
you
three.
try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
What?
But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
4.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Stop
but I'm
talking!
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Oh,
Why
okay.
not?
Oh, thank you.
These are precious additional
Okay.
seconds.
Okay. Okay, so we did it in
doesn't
order.
grow on
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Oh shit, that didn't work.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
You know what?
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer
shit.
that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. running from button to
Hey,
button,
hey,
screen to
shut
screen,
up.
clicking on
Incorrect.
every little
One.
thing in this
We need
room.
one.
These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button,
Oh,
or
shit.
this door.
4.
Everything, anything, something here will
Fuck.
save me. Why do you
1.
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Maybe.
One solved? Do you have
Yo.
any idea what your purpose in this place
Yo.
is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst.
think I
to
kinda
keep
like
the
this
action moving
narrator.
along. It's
think I
just
kinda-
seconds ticking away to your death. You're
I
only
think
still
I-
playing instead
I
of
think I
watching a
kinda-
cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that
Yo.
you're powerless. To see you made humble.
3.
This is not a challenge. It's a
Oh, shit,
tragedy.
5.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
30
That's
seconds.
30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom.
Goodbye, bleeding
No
47.
enemies.
Shit.
Just you being blown to
Shit.
pieces. Will you cling desperately to your
Shit.
frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another
No.
choice. Make it count.
Um.
Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life
Oh,
from
shit.
the moment we fade
3,
in
2.
until the moment I say happily ever after.
Can I have that narrator more often?
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Wherever they were.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah, just only a matter of time. Come on,
The
Bucket.
bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker.
Think-
In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Think
Stanley
he could-
clutched the bucket
think
tightly
he
to his
had
chest
narrator more
and
often?
entered the door on his left.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had to make sure I wasn't missing any meetings. Narrator said you ruined my story, ruined it. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Still
No.
no
I
one
think
was
you're
here.
misunderstanding something.
Stanley needed the bucket's
I-
warmth and comfort now more than ever.
I like
Perhaps his
narrator,
boss's
period.
office was where he'd find answers.
And you
Coming
are
to a
not
staircase,
correct. I'm not
Stanley
into
and the bucket
toxic old
walked
men. I'm
upstairs
into
to the
old
boss's
men,
office.
not toxic old men. Toxic old men, no. No. I'm not into toxic people. That's not me.
Stepping into his
When
manager's
he's
office,
acting hot,
Stanley
though?
was
I
once
mean,
again
shit, I can't
stunned
fucking
to
help it.
discover not an indication of any human life.
Two.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation,
4,
Stanley may have
5.
broken down into an emotion, but Stanley
Yes!
guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I
Was it
did.
that the bucket knew all along?
I
Was the
did.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
This is. Alright, let's go end this together, Bucket. Let's go end this together, my Bucket. Ugh, there's so much pollen in the air. Ugh. Ah, what a great sight, you and me, Bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Let's do it. Na, 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 na.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Ooh.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Is there my Bucket? Bucket, you were gonna escape together, Bucket, and it'll be beautiful.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Where are the buckets?
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
Whoa.
as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
There. I'll protect you, Bucket.
Was
Fired.
the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the
Were
bucket
you?
been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I don't
These
know.
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay, do you have to say my mind is feeble?
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Ah, yes,
At
my
this
one
point,
friend.
He could trust no one except for the bucket.
That is true. Oh, I feel like I've been here before.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
That's
over another
right.
human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Yes.
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up
best
against the
buds.
world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
Yay!
The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Taking down the system, just like we're gonna break down dancing, and then the awesome breakdown routine. The end. Bucket?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Can you sneeze again?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their
That was
greatest
the
and
first one.
darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was
Oh,
now
God, I
mere
sneezed
moments
again.
away.
Oh, no.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this
Excuse
massive
me?
door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
Wow.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Holy
Both of them
crap!
wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Wow.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together,
I need to
with
sneeze
one
again.
another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Why has it
What?
stopped?
Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped?
You tell me.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Let us out.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh, God.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
Oh,
Gave
God.
any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Can't I just throw it?
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
Oh,
Stanley
no.
realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped
Right,
eternally in
bucket?
darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
Yep.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
All right.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after.
Huh.
Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
I know all we can see are these white spaces that give you a flashbang shock every time you see it. Okay, so what if we go? Okay, what if we go to the end and then we click no instead? Like to turn the mind control on. What then?
Not
Come on,
everyone is
bucket.
so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
I am so lucky.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
And we entered the door on his left. We go into here.
Still no
and
one
then
was
we
here.
go all the way to
Stanley
the
needed the bucket's warmth and
end.
comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a
Yes,
staircase,
exactly.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Of course. Da, na, 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 na,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
Whoa.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down, but Stanley guessed
Yes!
the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh, I'm so
Was
good.
it the
I'm
bucket
so
knew all along?
good. It
Was
hurts.
the bucket guiding him?
I'm so
Yes,
good.
This is
So
certainly
good.
the most logical explanation.
Obviously. Boop. Down we go. Down we go. Come on, Bucket. We're gonna turn on the mind control, and then we're gonna take over the world. You and me, Bucket. You and me. You and me. Look, my nose is getting
Stanley
more
and the
stuffy.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
And yes,
Facility.
in case you guys are wondering, I do sneeze like a trumpet. Yeah. Yeah, I do. It goes like...
The lights rose on an enormous
Yeah.
room packed with
Goes like
television
exactly like
screens.
that.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the
I
bucket
don't
both wondered to
know.
themselves.
Hey, jump off. La 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 la. Oh yes,
Monitors
they're
jumped to
watching
life,
us.
And Stanley
Ooh.
nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Ooh, I'm
Everyone in the office was
shocked.
being videotaped, monitored
Am I?
like guinea pigs.
Hold on, show the numbers
The
again.
bucket had never seen anything like this, and
Show-
it very nearly burst into tears.
Show
as
the
Stanley
numbers
cradled
again.
it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
4, 4, 2, 7. That's me. That's my office. That's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence
What
as
if I
well?
just chucked
Had
the
the
bucket, like,
been told to do
into the
things
void?
it didn't wish to do?
Like, what if I just
kinds
throw
of
it as
things does a
hard
bucket
as I
want to do
can?
or not want to do
That would
in
be
the
so
first place?
funny. That'd be
These
so
questions
funny.
raced furiously in Stanley's feet.
Come on, let's go. Boop.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He
No!
couldn't accept it. His own life in
I
someone
don't have a
else's
bucket, so
control.
I'm using
Never!
like my hands.
He squeezed the
Never!
bucket tighter. His
Never!
one friend in the entire world. At this point,
I wish
he
I had
could
some
trust
key
no
change.
one
I just want some key
except
change.
for the bucket.
Na, na,
But
na.
here was the proof.
We're here.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad
I'm
or
gonna turn it
content.
on. I'm gonna turn the mind
Walking,
control facility
eating,
on.
working,
Is it gonna like
all of it
nuke us
monitored and
again?
commanded
I
from this
prefer
very
if
place.
they
And as the cold
don't.
reality of his past
But-
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Bucket!
Stanley gasped in horror.
How could
Had this
you?
been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Bucket!
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
How could
Stanley
you?
was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when
Yes.
suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What? Oh,
Birds.
silly birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds.
The control
Cool.
buttons became active again.
Oh. Oh wow! I can see more silly birds. This bird. Wow! Flamingos.
Stanley
Silly
flipped
birds.
through one video of silly birds after another.
Oh, wow,
and
look
then
at
it
that.
dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility
Wow.
at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls
Wow.
were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the
Wow.
bucket known this all along?
Really, Bucket?
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
This is crazy.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
Yes.
Living through live
Duckies.
streams of
Quack,
the
quack.
silliest birds imaginable.
Quack, quack, quack.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Oh, look at the
And
penguins.
Stanley was
What's
happy.
happening? Oh, that's awesome. She gosh. This is awesome. That was like a best ending. That was like a best ending. That was awesome.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
It takes a lot of humility.
Oh,
to
shit, I don't
carry
wanna
a
pick up the bucket.
So
I don't want to pick up the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Too bad I can't get to the new content again. Okay, so one
When
last
Stanley
one that I
came to
really
a set of two open
think
doors,
we
this
need
was
to go
not the
to
correct way
is
to the
this
meeting
way,
room,
and we need to
and
pick
Stanley
up
knew
the phone
it perfectly
like we did
well.
with the bucket.
Perhaps he
but
wanted
this
to
time
stop by
without
the employee
phone. 'Cause
lounge
we
first,
unplugged
just
the
to
phone,
admire it.
Right? We unplugged the phone. We
It
didn't
was
pick
okay.
up the phone. I think we need to pick up the
But
phone.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. Psych. Juked ya.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't like that kind of talk, just so you
Look,
know.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No, really.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Of
But the
course.
fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh, really?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to
Is it
make
my
every
wife?
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
I'll redeem
to
myself.
put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
That's her.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Ring, ring. My wife? I can't move.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
That is so
I'm trying to make a
mean.
point here, Stanley.
That is so
I'm trying to
mean.
get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That is so mean.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Say that one more time. Say just he just can you say that just one more time? Just one more, just one more time. Gosh, I don't need you. I need
This
him.
is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
The death. Good morning, employee 427. Fresh tea.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes
Can someone
is a
timestamp
reminder
that
of the
moment for me after this
inconsequential
stream?
nature
I want
of
to
his
be able to go back
existence.
there whenever I want to. Press Y.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to
What?
do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
G.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
That's like what I do every
Fantastic
day.
discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it
Oh.
would ever happen to him.
Oh. Wait, I don't like that I can't. Wait a second.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
So what, I
The
imagine
thought
that?
excited him terribly.
Press O to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
Mary needs
At
help.
last,
Really? I'm the
choice.
one that needs
It
help?
barely
How is
even
that not
mattered what
fucking
lay behind
apparent
each
already?
door.
I'm a
The
fucking
mere thought
anime girl
that his
on the
decisions would
internet.
mean something
Like,
was almost
really?
too wonderful
Really?
to
That's what makes you
behold.
think I need help? Really? Let's be honest here, people. Press V to prepare dinner.
As he wandered
Oh.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Wife,
Down one path lay an enormous round
don't wanna
room
frighten
with
you, but-
monitors and
but
mind controls.
there's no more
And down
kitchen.
another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
I like the
and
yellow
down another
line.
was a game with a baby.
I do
and
remember
he
that
called it
game.
the Stanley Parable.
Press T to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I don't like how I'm relating to this.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Maybe each
In
ration
reality,
made.
all he's
You have
doing is
zero
pushing the
fucking
same buttons he
bitches.
always
Sorry,
has.
excuse me.
Nothing has changed.
Excuse me.
The longer he spends here, the more
was me.
invested he
I am
gets.
sorry.
The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press P to go to sleep. I like going to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this.
Oh,
That in
really?
this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
This is my nature.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
And I'm back at
How can I
work.
tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second
Maybe
he
I.
remains
What
here,
did I
he's
fucking
electing
lie?
to kill himself?
Did I lie?
How can I get him to see
Huh?
what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press G to question nothing. Oh
I
God.
suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Uh
But
oh.
I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Guess
I'll
not.
try once
I'm
more
crab
to
walking
convey
right
all
now on
this
the
to
floor.
him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps.
Crab walk,
well,
crab
maybe
walk.
this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please
And I
die.
tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Hey, this game's fun, isn't it? This game's great. It's a great game.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Beep, beep, beep,
Just a
beep,
matter
beep.
of time.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
I can
Nor
touch everything
did it
if I
advance
want
the
to.
story in any way.
Whatever. I'm lost. Oh, there I am. See, I remembered. I'm good. Hello, Bucket. My trusty sidekick. We mean awaiting him. Alright, input received. Yes, as always. I honestly don't know what to do other than reset the game because that
When
nice
Stanley
man at
came
the
to a set
beginning.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ooh, we still have this cool entrance. Hold on. Let's reset the game so I can now put the time to my most favorite time. Just so you guys know, I'm gonna put it to my favorite time. There we go. Cause the dude at the beginning of the game said I could, so I am. Please enter the correct time. Okay, my favorite time. What is my favorite time? 11:14. Oh, 11:14, your favorite time of day. Yes, that is my favorite time of day. Or could you not simply not resist giving me the correct time again? No, it's my favorite time. I promise. There are more endings. Fine. Yeah, but it's been almost 3 hours. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. You do know that. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 11:14 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate? A little bit inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting those settings. Really. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple of new lines up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Oh, nuts! I want to boot up the game again. Boot up the game again. Get some new sliders. Get some new sliders. Please hold. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Perfect. Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat become friends. Yay! The dog and the cat are friends. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes number 9. Oh god. Number 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Ready. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most appealing to you? Buncle or scrimtush? Scrimtush because I can pronounce it. Please don't adjust this. Okay. I will adjust it. Do you know what time it is right now? I do know what time it is right now. Is it the time... Is the time that it is right now the correct time? I sure to God hope so. What is time anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yeah, definitely. Oh, no. Don't like that. Don't like that. Help. Yes. Will you come back to visit me? Yes. Oh, we gotta go visit him again now. We gotta go visit him again. Hold on. I'm relaunching it. We have to go visit him again. Developed by Crows. Written by Davey Reardon. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Okay, listen. We're kind of getting into like the psychological stuff here. Of course I don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? I don't know. It's just what I do, like a day job. Is there someone? Okay, now the job is over. There's no information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. Well, I know, but I don't know if you know. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. Then why do you have it? You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? It has its perks, but in the end, no. It's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little more time before I'm ready for that. It's not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. But... Oh, epilogue. It's got the line. It's got the line. The adventure line, TM. Where's narrator? I want narrator. Where's narrator? many years later. This is like for me. I am in the desert because who wouldn't be in the desert? I don't know. Where's the sun? Oh, it's this way. Let's go towards the sun. What could be worse? What could be worse? Wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Did I go on the run? Oh. Ah, bonfire. This is nice. Oh, look at the stars, chair. Look at the stars. Maybe we can see the Big Dipper. So cozy. So cozy. This is nice. Like little flame and embers coming off the fire. Love that. Oh god, I'm in a dust storm. Holy shit. There's so much dust in my eyes. My sandy eyes. I don't know where I'm going. I'm following the chairs. Oh. No more sandstorm. Look at the moon. So pretty. Oh. The sunset or sunrise. Probably the sunrise because we just saw the moon. I'm going towards it. Oh. Oh. Where's my narrator? Where's my narrator? Narrator, I'm coming to find you. I'm coming to find you, narrator. Mark my words. I'll find you. It's a generator. Oh, it's the memory zone. Oh, I remember this. It's all filled with sand. But it's been scratched out. Narrator, where are you? It's so quiet without you, narrator. What's this? Hold on. Review the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Oh. Ooh. Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bitch? Oh no. I must say though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcoming reprieve from... Oh... Cookie Nine's blog. Oh no, you listened to Cookie Nine? You weren't supposed to listen to Cookie Nine. Nice. Nice narrator. Oh. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-off. No! Please! I want another one. When Stanley Parable launched its success in 2013, the creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. Oh, no. 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 Buttons. Jim! Oh, shit. You didn't get it fucking working. They didn't get the name working. The button name that says the name of the person playing the game. Unless my real name is Jim. And you guys never knew that. And now you guys know that. Jim. Meavy. 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 Jim. I'm still going.
Jim Stanley.
Oh!
Stanley.
Oh, he got the button working.
Stanley.
Oh, he got it working.
Stanley.
Oh, narrator. Narrator, they could never make me hate you, narrator. I love you so much, narrator. Oh, more Stanley figurines. Oh, yes. I'm so happy. Where are you, narrator? I missed you. Huh? I'm in an office. What does it say? Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh. Hello again. Oh, hello. I don't know if you're the narrator though. It's nice to see you. Well, it's nice to see you too. It's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Fuck! That is a terrible thing to learn. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Okay, I think this might be the narrator. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. If people hate it, who cares? You see that? Oh no, they're not the same person. You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy, let it burn. It's not hard, in fact, let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Oh, okay. It's simple. All we need to do is change a number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some words together to make a new title for our game. Okay. Revenge of the Boyfriends. Yeah. Stanley Parable 3, The Revenge of the Boyfriends is absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again, with a new title screen. What do you say? Should I go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good that it's agreed. A new sequel every time we start the game. You know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? No, he didn't. Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're gonna keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Yeah, 10:02. Please just slide onto the computer is barely visible. There we go. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. I will. Whoa! The Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable 3. The Revenge of the Boyfriends. Whoa! That's so crazy! That's so crazy! I love this Stanley Parable. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. My goodness gracious. I've had a blast playing the Stanley. Just yours gonna keep coming? I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind, okay? You can keep coming. I don't mind. I had a really big blast for all of you who decided to come and watch this series. It wasn't too long of a game, so it wasn't too out of the way for me to play, but I just loved it. I just loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching me play the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I really, really appreciate you guys just having fun with me. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna have to end stream today, but we have more streams for the rest of the week. You know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's Fun Friday! Yay! What am I getting up to tomorrow? You have no freaking clue. You have no freaking clue. Are we gonna find a few ones? Maybe. I might find the last few ones, yes. But I'm gonna end stream for now. So everyone, thank you very very much for joining me here today. Hopefully you had a somewhat silly of a time. And without further ado, Oyatsuniri. We get to talk a lot tomorrow. Okay, everyone? Bye-bye. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.